I want to give assurance to this House that the role of CACC remains and is entrenched in the Prime Minister and NEC Act. So this in no way, shape and form dilutes the role of CACC, and all process remains. The Section 7 power of this new Act allows for the Secretary of Department of NEC to make sure that all the ticks are ticked off. All the ticks are ticked off, including the issues where sometimes cabinet paper could be rushed to that are not of any sense of agency. Just like the member for above, him and me were privileged to serve the two previous governments as cabinet ministers. I have served two previous prime ministers before I became prime minister myself, and I'm pretty conversant with sometimes possible abuse of the processes. This one now gives opportunity that the processes are not abused. That the cabinet process is fixed in law. If you have a proposal, you have a paper, it goes right through the path. And then it holds accountability in the system. That those who expect to deliver on the outcomes must be delivering on the outcomes. As part of our amendments and reconstruct to 50 years of being as a country, this is some work. Though small it may seem, but essentially important to tidy, so that no one prime minister sees he's a superhuman being and sits in the office of prime minister doing what he has to do. Gone are the days where papers can be pushed right through. And so this intends to achieve the outcome the member for above has alluded to. And the rest of the process, including the role of CACC to make sure financial implications, legal implications, etc., is secured in the other sister law that exists, or the current law that exists as it is today, whilst we create the sister law. I want to also give assurance to our people of this country, not to say that the past has been bad. There are processes involved in NEC process, including CACC. But before CACC deals with these papers, you got ministerial committees. For instance, the Ministerial Economic Committee or the Social Sector Committee that deliberates on papers before it comes up. In terms of passing laws, the laws that government sponsor, laws does not emerge overnight. All get a law, maybe pass him or one come to parliament, and we get process. Example, state solicitor by giving one will call him number one lawyer from country, I'll call him state solicitor, and by giving certificate of compliance. Before that, certificate of necessity must start finished. Before come FLC, by giving talk ridership or something okay. So he got about 4+ steps involved, all the paper from the NEC. Now what we are doing, putting Mogara into law so that one man or some prime minister or one minister, working something like Logan, behind him law, Mogara cabinet process, because final decision by that impact of country, you must be in law and working. And after this one will passing finish, who said you supposed to making work. If you look into law and go down. Hold him secretary that's all accountable. Plenty time government like Senis, secretary too stop under pressure. Because deputy secretary start making all kind of funny underneath the deputy secretary. I've been around long time enough to understand that the rank and file of the public service too are not at work when political tensions are hot in the air. So we're trying to hold the entire rank and file accountable. Public service making work straight. Someone's paper is no good, you got every chance along the chain of process, law advising us and paper no good. I mean like taking slow time, law advising on public servant. But submission come where you feel stuff in law. You have every right, law documenting this in writing. Talk, minister talk making, I mean making work, government to making work. Work law advice. This direction here, stop law. Advise him now you come back now to awesome, This one now once and for all entrenches the entire process of cabinet, giving respect to the vitality of democracy that we have, which means power belongs to the people. The entire chain of process must involve everyone correctly and not one man dominate up at the top. Will I give assurance to country too also for the first time? Under my watch, we've instructed for secret ballot in NEC. Secret ballot. So all that you vote to likely. No God man need to say how you vote. Look, every decision, cabinet like working. And highest authority, law country, law, sit down law cabinet making this law. I challenge all the governors. Do you conduct your assembly well? Do you allow decisions to be made very well by in a transparent manner like this? Something we must all do. One man decide. The entire body of leaders, ministers must decide at the provincial assembly or provincial PC. Ministers at the National Executive Council must decide, not the Prime Minister. We've given respect to the entire process where everyone decides in the chain of decision making along a country's way. And at the cabinet, we're elevating it to the highest.